My culinary journey begins from childhood. I think I used to spend a lot of time with my mom in the kitchen and helping her prepare some of the dishes for our meals for lunch or dinner and so forth. My name is Chef Chintu. I'm the current executive chef at the Quorum. Being born here in Zambia, we were quite fortunate to have the opportunity to travel. Eventually, I ended up in the UK. For school, I was sent to do my secondary and university in England. So my experience also comes from working part-time in some of the restaurants and coffee shops and hotels in the UK as I was a student. Then, funnily enough, I was studying engineering, but eventually resigned and decided to pursue a career in professional cookery. Now, my moment of realization when I knew that this is what I wanted to do for the rest of my life came at a point when I'd already started working as a chef and I was catering for some events, and some of the clients came into the kitchen and asked me, they were asking who had cooked certain dishes, and my name popped up and my hands were shaking, and it was a very proud moment. I eventually got employed by the Ministry of Defense as a private chef for the Chief of Defense and part of the royal family and the Crown Estate in England. Food for me essentially is about communication. If you look at food in a family setting, everybody comes, or traditionally everybody would sit together at the table, and this is the time when you would socialize with your family members, talk about interesting topics that have been happening during the day or during the week and so forth. So food has always had this power of bringing people together. Now, the difference with us chefs, we try to make food even more special in a sense that it can draw all kinds of people together. And for me, I found acceptance from a lot of people who I wouldn't have been in the same space with, let's say in terms of social status or cultural differences and so forth. So the biggest moment for me came when I was doing a dinner for Prince Michael, who is the late Queen Elizabeth's cousin. So this particular evening I was called to the restaurant, and as I'm walking into the dining room, Prince Michael gets up and comes over and gives me a bear hug. Say, "Chef, thank you so much, we enjoyed the meal." I think for me that's sort of like proved that it didn't matter where you come from or who you are. If food is good, it's gonna open up doors for all kinds of things. We're currently doing a tasting menu here at the Quorum, which is an 8-course tasting menu, which fuses traditional Zambian ingredients with modern techniques of production. Now, I'm very, very fortunate to have been given this opportunity by the Quorum to express myself as a chef and create these dishes which are brand new. Some of them are original, some haven't been seen before anywhere else in the world apart from here. So we've been running with this tasting menu now for a few months, and we've had some interesting reactions from people, especially visitors who have come from different backgrounds and different cultures who have tasted the dishes that we've created. They were very, very surprised to see how our traditional foods can be turned into something modern but still keep the traditional elements in the dishes. In Zambia, I think chikande can sort of be considered as let's say, a national dish in a way, because almost everybody eats chikanda and they know what it is. And it's a very, very good replacement for protein if you're a vegetarian. And the funny story, I was talking to our marketing manager, Shivani. The first time she came across it, she wouldn't eat it because she thought it was a meat product. Now it looks like a meat product because once you cook it, it's more like a meatloaf, but it's 100% vegetarian. And what you can do with it is far much more than what we've been able to do with it so far. So I've discovered that the actual root itself has got other properties that you can use in different ingredients. The industry is just beginning to take off in Zambia, and the understanding of professional cookery, I don't think has really reached the height where it's supposed to reach yet. The hospitality and catering industry plays a huge role in society. I mean, without hospitality and catering, nothing else operates. I think being a Zambian who is proud of where I come from, it's very, very important that we celebrate our dishes. If you go to any other country, whether it's Japan or Greece or Italy, they celebrate their dishes. You go to the malls there, you find their traditional dishes are being served in restaurants, hotels, and so forth. So my goal is to try and do the same thing for our industry in Zambia in the long term.